Hey there, welcome back. I'm John. Today's plant of the week is another edible one. These are wineberries. And they're absolutely delicious. Let's take a closer look. Wineberries are one of those plants that looks like a treasure and tastes like one too. Bright, red, juicy, and just a little sticky. These edible berries are a favorite among foragers and a surprisingly invasive plant in many parts of the United States. Wineberries are a type of raspberry, a member of the Rubus genus. Their full name is Rubus phoenicolasius. That mouthful of a name basically means hairy red raspberry, which fits perfectly once you get a look at the plant. They were introduced from East Asia in the late 1800s, originally for use as breeding and possibly as an ornamental. But like so many plant introductions, wineberries didn't stay where they were planted. Now they've spread across much of the eastern United States, especially in forests, roadsides, and disturbed habitats. Wineberries are pretty easy to recognize once you know what to look for. The stems, known as canes, are covered in bright red bristles that almost look like little hairs. They're soft, not sharp like thorns, but they give the plant a distinctive fuzzy glow in the sunlight. The leaves are in groups of 3, kind of like raspberry or blackberry, and the undersides are silvery white. But the real giveaway is the fruit. Each berry starts out wrapped in a sticky, hairy calyx that protects it as it develops. When it ripens, the calyx peels back, almost like a flower blooming in reverse, revealing a glistening red-orange berry. And they are delicious. Tangy, sweet, and a little floral, somewhere between a raspberry and a cloudberry. One important thing to know about wineberries is that they are non-native and invasive in many areas, including here in New England. That means they spread aggressively and can outcompete native plants, especially our wild raspberries and blackberries. They grow in dense thickets, root where their canes touch the ground, and produce loads of seeds that birds happily spread around. So while they may be a treat for humans and wildlife alike, they do pose a threat to local plant biodiversity. If you're foraging them, it's actually a good thing. Harvesting wineberries doesn't harm the ecosystem. In fact, you're helping slow their spread, one delicious handful at a time. Wineberries usually ripen in mid to late summer, depending on your region, often just a little bit before blackberries. You'll find them in sunny forest edges, along hiking trails, and near stream banks and field margins. They thrive in disturbed soils, which is part of why they spread so widely, and once you spot one patch, there's usually more nearby. But they don't last long. Birds, deer, and insects love them, and ripe berries spoil quickly. So if you see them and they look ready, don't wait. Wineberries are one of nature's tastiest accidents, a plant that doesn't really belong here, but has found a foothold and a following. As a forager's snack, they're hard to beat. As an invader, they're one more reminder of how fragile ecosystems can be when something new is introduced. So next time you see those bright red bristles and sticky calyxes along the trail, you'll know exactly what you're looking at, and maybe you'll grab a handful before the birds beat you to it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I'm John, and until next time, get out there and see what you can see.